and being murdered in our province. There's also a lot of pleading to solve these heinous crimes. Tonight, in the conclusion of The Forgotten Ones, Jill Croteau looks at what the future holds for the Somali people here, including a rare perspective from one young man who barely escaped with his life.
You know, I regret the choices that I made.
He's more than just ashamed by some of the past decisions he's made. The life he used to lead almost got him killed, and he wants his identity kept a secret to protect his future and his young family. He wants to come clean and tell the truth about surviving a troubled past.
Once you enter this game, there will be intimidation. Your friends become your enemies.
Years ago, Mohammed moved to Calgary. As a young man without any parental guidance, he became attached to some other Somali men who were immersed into a world of drugs and violence. Some of his friends never made it out alive.
Yes, I was extremely lucky. I survived that.
Over 30 young Somali men living in this province have been murdered in the last 5 years. The disturbing direction is motivating youth leaders to move to Alberta and intervene.
What can you really tell somebody who's 21 that all his life, all he's seen is, hardship and, obstacles that, no one wanted to help him? We're the outsiders. Everywhere I go, either I get on the bus, people are looking at me wrong, or, when I go to school, my teachers don't really want to engage a conversation with me. It builds and builds and builds. Where to a point is, hey, you know what? It's pretty much me against the world.
The provincial government has been involved for the past year. Before leaving her position to run for the leadership, Alison Redford's Justice Ministry invested in social programs and mentoring initiatives to help kids in this community avoid the trappings of a gang.
What we're really doing is relying on the body of knowledge that we already have and with the very good relationships that we have with the Somali Canadian community to basically jump to the step where we can begin to do the preventative, proactive work. We're not sitting back and saying, look, we'll just let the police figure out those crimes and then hopefully it'll never happen again. We know it's a risk, and we're doing things to try to deal with it.
But the community says it isn't having an impact.
Do we have to wait until, more men die to get something done?
And they worry the future of their children is at risk.
It's scary. Because as a mother, I really don't want my kids, heading that road. And it's better to be proactive rather than to react when something happens.
If we don't stop this time, we're going to lose our generation.
Yet they admit relying on authorities alone can't be their only chance. The ones who have been there hope their struggles are proof enough.
Get out while you can, because there's no winners at the end.
Jill Croteau, Global News.
Law enforcement officials say they've been making significant progress and are getting close to making arrests.